3 parts, part 1, 2 and 3, and each part will have 3 sections to it. So the first one I'm going to give tips on makeup, second tip will be on hair, and third tip is just a regular beauty tip, but there's lots of tips thrown into each category, so there's going to be at least 12 in it. And before I get started, I just wanted to show an example of a makeup look in case you're looking for ideas for Christmas. I did kind of a smoky eye. This kind of look seems to be kind of popular this Christmas, where you have like a smoky eye but it's kind of kept to the outer V, and then the lid is very sparkly. So keeping with the Christmas theme, I put like a cranberry MAC eyeshadow into the outer V, and I blended it out with some matte browns and brought that underneath the eye as well. And then on the mobile part of the lid on the inside, a very shimmery gold colour. That's in the Naked 2 palette. It's called Half Baked, but any gold shimmer you have will do the job. Because it's a more dramatic eye, I went a little bit more fuller on the brows. If you want to see my brow tutorial, I'll link it below if you click on the YouTube video. So the first topic I'm going to cover is a makeup tip, and it is the causes and ways to prevent makeup flashback. So what makeup flashback is, if you see a picture from a night out or an occasion where the face is a lot whiter than the body, that's what we call makeup flashback. And what it is ingredients in the makeup that reflect the light back from a camera at the camera, so it looks like the person put white makeup all over their face and their body is then brown. So ways to prevent this, to prevent the dreaded flashback, is have a separate foundation for wearing at night time. You don't need to wear foundation or any product with SPF in it when you're going out at night, because you don't have the sunlight, and since you know it's going to give that flashback effect, avoid it as much as you can. Also look in your powder products and look for titanium dioxide in the ingredients, and if it's one of the first ingredients, avoid it. And also another ingredient that is a culprit is silica. So if you have a powder like HD powder that's 100% silica, it's going to give a flashback, so don't use that. Right, so another example of a bad one that does give a lot of flashback is Catrice Prime and Fine. One of the main ingredients of this actually boosts the effects of the titanium dioxide, so it gives a dreaded, really, really bad flashback effect. So that is that. Also, another way to avoid it is when you've done your makeup, before you go out, take a picture in a fairly dim room, and you will see if you have a lot of the ingredients, you will see if there is a flashback or not, because you don't always have the ingredients written on the packet. So check it is, and what you can do is if you get a coloured powder, so any powder with a bit of colour, and go over your setting powder with it, that will create a barrier that will cover the titanium dioxide. Also, when you're out, try and avoid a non-filtered flash camera, for example iPhone. That will really, no matter what you do, that really will increase your chances of having a white face in the picture. Okay, so first hair tip is heat protectors. So for the party season, there's going to be a lot of styling and all that sort of crap. So I'm going to show you how to protect your hair from heat damage. So one excellent product I have is the Tresemme Heat Defense. Now this, you spray it like 4 times on each side of your hair and then you brush it through. It doesn't give any hold, but it is good at protecting the hair. There's a nice fragrance to it, and it does reduce frizz a bit. So that is one. The second one I have is the L'Oreal Elnet, and it's the Curls 3 Days. This is an excellent one too. So you spray it in, you have to really brush it through. If you don't brush it through, you will get a little crispy on where you've sprayed it on. But if you brush it through and then style your hair, it's kind of a 2-in-1 where it does give that hold and it does protect from the heat of the product. My third tip is a beauty tip, and my first tip has to do with preparing your skin before makeup. So there's going to be a lot of nights out over the party season, and one of my best tips is to prepare your skin well before a night out. So exfoliating your skin should be done about once a week, but if you're heading on a night out, I would recommend doing it the night before. If you've dry skin, exfoliating your skin can get rid of all the dry skin cells. If you've oily skin, exfoliating your skin will get rid of a lot of the build-up that clogs your pores. So I would recommend it for everybody. For clients, I'd usually do a double cleanse before I put on their makeup if it's necessary to do that job for them. So it's not 100% essential if you have an appointment with me, but I would recommend it. This one is the simple Kind to Skin Smoothing Facial Scrub. It's $5.75. You can get it in your local chemist. Support local, and it is fantastic because it doesn't irritate the skin. You know, if you have dry skin, get an exfoliator that's a bit more creamy. All the exfoliators have kind of an abrasive texture to them, and that does do the job. But this one is excellent and it is suitable for all skin types. So an extra beauty tip I'm throwing in there, so I'll bring it up to 12, is that after you prepare your skin by exfoliating, you would moisturize it with a suitable moisturizer for your skin type. Now if you're going to put on moisturizer, you need to wait 5 to 10 minutes before you start putting on your makeup. If you're layering on lots of moisturizer and then a primer and then foundation, it's going to all slip off. So you want to use the minimum amount of stuff as possible. So put on your moisturizer, leave it to settle in for 5 to 10 minutes, and then maybe get a tissue and then just hold it over your skin and get rid of any excess that is on the surface of your skin, and then proceed then to use your primer or your foundation. So that's it for my first video. So click on the links below to reach the second video and the third video for more tips for the party season. And thanks for watching.